Now, Afari is a luxury brand that uses indigenous plants to create various skincare products. Afari also supports women empowerment by working with female harvesters in rural Limpopo. And when an Afari product is sold, it directly benefits the women and their families. Margaux Knuppe is the founder of Afari and joins me now to share her story. Thank you so much for your time. I suppose one of the big questions one would start with here is why the skincare industry, it is so saturated, particularly with a lot of well-known international brands.
Hi, Raviwa. Yeah, very good question. I think I've been in the beauty industry for a number of years, and I was actually on a fynbos trail in the Overberg near Hermanus when I discovered that there are 8,500 species of fynbos in South Africa, and 6,500 are indigenous to South Africa. And for me, that just presented the most incredible opportunity. I think we have incredible natural resources, and knowing what the benefits of the rooibos and buchu, I just thought there has to be something else that we can showcase to the rest of the world through a skincare range that has really incredible anti-aging and skincare benefits. So that's really where the journey began, which was about 5 years ago.
Right, and how did you start showing people those benefits? Talk us through startup capital that you might have needed to get, the team that you needed to put together, and some research. I mean, talking about the fynbos and the different kinds that we have, surely there have to be certain kinds that produce certain results on the skin.
Exactly. Well, because I've been in the industry for a while, everything from publishing to advertising to corporate e-commerce, I was lucky enough to know a very well-known and well-respected cosmetic chemist. And when I told him what I wanted to do, he said, haven't you heard of rooibos? I said, yes, but I feel like there's something else. And he said, well, you know, you're going to throw so much money at it, testing all of these different ingredients. How do we know that one actually has clinical benefits? And I said, you know what? I'm going to just go and embark on this journey. And I interviewed sort of professors of phytochemistry and organic raw ingredient suppliers and was told, you're crazy, you're mad, you're looking for a needle in a haystack. And it actually took my ex-business partner from my previous company to introduce me to someone she knew who happened to be farming in Limpopo. And at the same time, this was sort of a year into the journey, the cosmetic chemist that I was working with came back from a raw ingredients expo in Paris and said, Margaux, I found your raw ingredients. Because the bull bean fruitescence that we use in Afari had been clinically trialed by an international company. And that is so important to differentiate us from any other skincare range. I wanted to be able to shout out about the fact that we have clinically trialed a hero ingredient that's been clinically trialed and the results are phenomenal. Yeah, so yeah. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah,
and yes, I'm crazy. And yeah.
Now, and I'm just talking about these clinical benefits that you've mentioned. I mentioned earlier on this afternoon that in the time of COVID, a lot of changes are happening. I, in particular, have a very sensitive skin, and fabric masks created blemishes on my face, and sanitizers dry out the hands. I mean, how important are the clinical benefits of products like this, or maybe altering the way you create them to support the current times?
Look, Rafiwa, I think we are at the height of the clean beauty trend, which is people are becoming far more ingredient savvy. You know, people are looking on the back of their products and saying, ooh, why is there so much alcohol in this? Or, ooh, why is there so much sodium lauryl sulfate, which is effectively a dishwashing agent, you know, a foaming, bubbling agent. And people are becoming far more interested in what they are putting onto their skin, and which is so fantastic. And I think with Afari, the bull bean has the most incredible soothing, calming, beneficial properties that, yes, our products are also packed with sort of anti-aging and plumping and vitamin C, and our night cream has vitamin A, and it's a really good stuff. But overall, the highest concentration is actually of the bull bean, which is so soothing and calming. And why we've also had feedback from customers saying, either they're acne prone or rosacea prone or heavily sensitive skin, and they're saying, thank goodness for Afari, and I absolutely can guarantee it's the bilbine that we've included in it.
All right, let's talk more about the business now. Margaux, how have you done during the time of COVID? Have you found that more and more people are investing in skincare and so buying a lot more product? And really, how have you been able to stay afloat during this time?
Yes, thanks, Rafiwa. We launched 18 months ago. So yes, we were sort of 6 months in when COVID hit. And we were so lucky that we were classified as essential services, being personal care. And we actually, can you believe it, because we're an e-commerce company, because our products are on afari.co.za, we had our best months last year in April, May, and December. So I think people were reaching out. I think potentially people, the realities of COVID hadn't hit yet. It was sort of, we were going into lockdown. What can we do? We can shop online. But the beauty with us and with Afari is that we have such a high replen or return customer. So once you try Afari, I challenge you to try to go back to something else. So we've been so fortunate that we are an e-commerce company and we can ship all over South Africa. But at the same token, of course, now where we sit, people are cutting back. Definitely people are spending. We're seeing more of our replen in our current customers. And for me, it's still encouraging. I feel like I get to do what I love because of the feedback I get from customers who are seeing glowing results in their skin, and that's what keeps me going. In terms of finances, because I'm not, stocking stores or having to put up retail sort of bricks and mortar displays and that, my overheads are relatively low. I assume compared to other brands who are also paying brand ambassadors and brand advisors who are obviously selling them at counters. I really am fortunate.
Right, no, you are. And I'm going to accept your challenge, Margaux. I'm going to try it out and see if I go back, and I'll keep you posted. That is Margaux Knuppe, and she's the founder of Afari, sharing insights on founding her business on indigenous South African plants. Sally, very interesting insights there from Margaux.
Yeah, in fact, I have been looking at a variety. There are a number of local brands that are really quite well-researched, great products, and I think it's a burgeoning industry, local skincare products, which of course are devised for our harsh conditions as well.
That's right.
And what could be better than our fynbos, really?
Right. You should accept the challenge as well. Compare notes.
I think we will. Thank you so much, Rapiwa. You enjoy the rest of your Friday evening.